Most people don't have a thinking problem. They have a clarity problem. Their mind is constantly switching, reacting, and absorbing noise. This video is about how to build laser-sharp thinking, the ability to focus deeply, think clearly, and make decisions without mental fog. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your thinking feels scattered, what sharp thinking actually looks like, and how to train your mind to cut through distractions consistently. Let's start with the root cause. Sharp thinking disappears when attention is fragmented. Every notification, tab switch, and mental interruption weakens your ability to think deeply. Over time, your brain adapts to shallow focus. You don't lose intelligence, you lose sustained attention. The first step to building laser-sharp thinking is controlling inputs. Your brain processes everything you feed it. Constant consumption of fast, shallow content trains your mind to skim instead of think. You don't need to eliminate information. You need to be selective. Fewer inputs, higher quality. This allows your brain to slow down and process instead of react. The next step is single tasking. Multitasking feels productive but destroys thinking quality. When you focus on one task at a time, your brain can build depth. Depth is where insight comes from. Laser-sharp thinking is not speed, it's precision. Another key element is asking better questions. Most people accept information passively. Sharp thinkers interrogate ideas. Why does this work? What's the principle behind it? How does this connect to what I already know? Questions force your brain to engage actively instead of drifting. Mental clarity also depends on externalizing thoughts. When everything stays in your head, your mind feels crowded. Writing things down clears space for thinking. Notes, outlines, and simple lists turn chaos into structure. A structured mind thinks better. Energy management plays a critical role. Sharp thinking requires energy. Poor sleep, constant stress, and mental overload reduce your ability to focus. You don't sharpen your thinking by pushing harder when you're exhausted. You recover, then engage deeply. Rest restores clarity. Another powerful practice is deliberate focus training. Short daily periods of deep focus rebuild mental strength. You don't need hours. Even 20 minutes of distraction-free thinking trains your brain to stay engaged longer over time. Consistency beats intensity. Your environment also shapes your thinking. A cluttered space creates a cluttered mind. Reduce visual noise. Remove unnecessary choices. The fewer distractions around you, the less effort it takes to think clearly. Emotional regulation is often ignored but essential. Strong emotions narrow thinking. When you're anxious or frustrated, your mind loses precision. Learning to pause, breathe, and observe your emotions without reacting restores control. Calm minds think better. Finally, sharp thinking improves when you slow down. Rushing creates shallow conclusions. Slowing down allows your brain to connect ideas. Most mistakes come from speed without clarity. Building laser-sharp thinking is not about becoming extreme or cutting yourself off from the world. It's about protecting attention, reducing noise, and training focus deliberately. When your thinking becomes sharp, decisions become easier, learning becomes faster, and progress becomes clearer. And once your mind is sharp, everything else follows.